Mr. Oaklers, we can do this hearing now. If you're not willing to participate,
you're a traitor.
That was just one of the outbursts made by the man accused of shooting 2 Portland police officers. Now at 8, we'll have more from his first court appearance, including his claims about AI and neurotransmitters being used against American citizens. Coming up in a live report. Plus,
as a woman, this is very akin to the abortion debate.
And we are also going to be talking about Foie council members considering what to do next.
and then we do have a polar bear in Memphis, feeling right at home with all the recent winter weather. We'll have more from his romp in the snow, plus your local forecast as your news streaming live at 8 starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us live at 8 o'clock. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Hirsch. You don't have your OU mug that I gave you. Where's that?
It's funny. It's actually in 1,900 pieces right now. So
it's back home because you don't want it.
Incinerated.
Just upset that my Bobcats beat our Rebels, but you know, whatever. That's fine. Try to be nice, bearing gifts, Rod, but this is what I get.
You got to be careful about this Buckeye love, Matthew. This is not going to go well. Here's our scattered showers over the coast, and right now the valley itself is actually fairly dry between Longview down into Salem, but the roads are wet from the overnight showers. Here's our visibility, which is good over the state capitol down in Salem, cloudy skies. Here's downtown Portland looking from the Wells Fargo building, 39. So still chilly, but we have broken our stretch. I think it ended at 10 days in a row, mornings in a row of freezing temperatures. We've been above that this morning. We'll be 46 at noon, just kind of a typical scattered shower day. We get up to about 50 for a high. I do see a heavier push of rain coming in, but not until late evening into the overnight hours. Here's Chris.
All right, Rod, over on the east side of the Cascades, upper Hood River Valley, we've got temperatures that are below the freezing mark. So with that in mind, maybe some slick spots in the Parkdale area. Hood River County School District on a 1 hour delay today because of that. All right. Some wet spots across the metro area, but so far the freeway drive behaving as you would expect for this hour of a Wednesday morning drive. There's the Banfield coming in from 82nd Avenue. A little slow and go there. We'll zip on down to Wilsonville. I-5 traffic, not bad at Wilsonville Road per se, but it's basically from about Art Road up over the Boone Bridge. The traffic's running a little extra thick. Once you get to Wilsonville, it actually speeds pick up a little bit. 31 minutes right now. I'll get you in from Wilsonville Road to downtown. Guys?
Thank you, Chris. Gresham police are asking for your help finding this missing 12-year-old. Police say Caleb Harris left his home on Northeast Hogan Drive around 6 o'clock last night. He's 5'10", 240 pounds with curly brown hair, and he was last seen wearing black over-the-ear headphones. His family says they're concerned about Caleb's well-being because he had indicated that he may harm himself. If you have any information on his whereabouts, call 911. And a reminder, if you or someone you know is struggling, help is always available. Just call 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Continuing our coverage of the man accused of shooting 2 Portland police officers, Eric Elkers made his first appearance in court yesterday.
He was arrested on Monday after a week-long search. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live from the Justice Center. Thomas, what the suspect had to say in court?
Yeah, well, guys, as soon as Elkers entered the courtroom, he began talking over the judge and an attorney, all while refusing to identify himself. Take a look.
It's ending in 923, the appointment to
They're using AI and neurotransmitters against American citizens, working with illegal immigrants and Antifa.
Now, eventually, the judge delayed Elkers' hearing for another week. In court, Elkers, a 41-year-old, called the judge a traitor and asked a defense attorney if he was AI. Elkers is accused of shooting and injuring 2 Portland police officers on January 19th. Though after the shooting, it took police a week to track him down. Court filings show investigators used a tip from an airport park-and-fly worker and surveillance video of a man damaging vehicles on their lot to identify Elkers and match him to a police database.
We just had trouble with him, like vandalism, harassing staff at our job, vandalizing some of our co-workers' vehicles and stuff like that.
During the arrest, police recovered a gun and holster consistent with the bullet casings found on scene. Elkers is still in custody and has been charged with attempted murder and assault. Meanwhile, both of those officers who were injured have now been released from the hospital. Police tell us that one was shot on the arm, in the ear. The other was shot in his groin area, resulting in a shattered femur. Matthew, China.
Thomas Schultz reporting live this morning. Thomas, thank you. In other local headlines, an accused serial thief who allegedly stole the same trailer twice pleaded not guilty in court Tuesday. Prosecutors say Nicholas Edwards stole dozens of trailers from people and sold them online. Edwards was first arrested in Clark County in 2024 and is now facing more charges in Multnomah County. In one case, investigators say he stole a trailer from southeast Portland, sold it to someone in Beaverton, then stole the same trailer again. His next court appearance is scheduled for March.
The Portland climber who died in a fall on Mount Hood over the weekend has been identified as 30-year-old Thomas Hausteller. Officials say that he lost his footing near Devil's Kitchen area and fell 300 feet. A friend of Thomas says that he was caring, compassionate, and spent every moment he could outdoors.
New data shows Portland's unemployment rate held steady at 5% in December. That's compared to the state's unemployment rate, which also held steady at 5.2%. Meanwhile, the metro area as a whole saw a slight dip in jobs last month, down some 400 positions.
At least 3 Shiloh Inn locations in Oregon have now filed for bankruptcy. A sign on the door at the Bend location says the closure was, quote, due to unexpected circumstances. Court documents show that the inn filed for bankruptcy along the hotels in Warrenton and Newport as well.
A new study has the city of Portland second-guessing plans to revamp the Keller Auditorium. The city-commissioned study found that there is not enough market demand for 2 large venues like the Keller. Instead, the study suggested that the city move forward with building a more modern 3,000-seat venue on the Portland State University campus. That project has about $155 million in state, private, and local funding already secured and is part of a bigger development plan. The city says the study is just a recommendation and that no definitive plans have been made yet.
We're getting a look at brand new renderings of the James Beard Public Market that's set to open in downtown Portland sometime next year. It now shows massive Douglas fir columns framing the 40,000 square foot space at Southwest 6th and Alder. Demolition crews uncovered the original timber frame, prompting architects to slow down the timeline in order to showcase Oregon's wood heritage in the new design. The market will celebrate Oregon's food culture and craft and will feature at least 3 dozen vendors.
Well, our buddy Coda is back, a polar bear at the Memphis Zoo, enjoying all of this winter weather that we've been having. Polar bear named Coda is known for his playful nature and was seen rolling around in the fresh snow earlier this week. It looks like he just wants some belly rubs.
Yes, right? What he wants. Yes. Oh, look at this sweet baby.
I don't recommend trying to rub a polar bear's belly if you run into one.
Come on.
Rod?
Well, certainly you want to make sure the bear is eaten before you would try it.
Yeah, that's right. Good
We'll
call.
say that.
Yes.
We are back to showers in the forecast. None of these systems look overly strong between today and Friday, and there's a separate system on Sunday. But they all will bring some measurable rainfall. So far, we've had less than 1/10 of an inch out of PDX since it started right on cue early last evening. Currently, not much rain. Here's the last frame right up and down I-5. It's pretty quiet, but scattered showers are starting to bounce off the coast range. You see another batch of rain offshore. So at any point today, if you look at a radar image, you will see there are scattered showers probably in proximity to you. Here's the overcast from Schnuckwitz Casino Resort in Lincoln City. It is 53 degrees. Temps will be fairly steady at the beach today. Wind's direction is southeast. Here's a look inland at some thinning of the cloud cover, but also some low clouds hanging over the Chehalem Tasting Room Vineyard out in Sherwood. 47 is the temperature there. Also, big change from the freezing nights. This morning breaks what had been, I believe, a 10-day run of freezing temperatures every morning out at the airport. Right now, downtown Portland's at 41, West Lynn's at 45. Happy Valley also at 45. Good morning to you. And Almsville, good morning to you. Also reporting 45 degrees. Our weather map. I don't see much moisture in central Oregon. Cloudy skies, Bend 46. Partly sunny out to the east. Scattered showers just keep feeding into the coast today and here into the valley. Probably less than 1/10 of an inch of rain from today moving forward. However, late evening, overnight, we could be looking at some steady rain coming in, over 1/4 of an inch. That's back to scattered showers during the day tomorrow. And then fast forward, Saturday still looks all dry and 59 degrees. And that is your forecast. Here's Chris.
Rod, thank you. We've got a traffic alert. I can't see it, but I can show you the evidence. Westbound I-84 really thick here out near 82nd Avenue, and then this is out near I-205, and you can see the overpass there running. Okay, there we go. ODOT moving the camera around. Looks like somewhere in there we got a little fender bender action. Yep, there it is. Okay, westbound left lane blocked right now, and traffic on I-84 is quickly starting to back up around that. So plan a few extra minutes in from Troutdale. Right now that drive sits at about 28 minutes. That drive time will probably go up a few in the next little bit. Inbound Sunset up to almost 30 minutes from Hillsborough. And a reminder, of course, on the other side of the Cascades, at the upper Hood River Valley, maybe some slick spots on the roads. Hood River County Schools calling for a 1-hour delay because of some slick spots on the roads. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Chris. From skating on the ice to walking down the aisle. After the break, we'll share the story of 2 Team USA figure skaters and how their love is helping them go for gold. Plus,
As a woman, this is very akin to the abortion debate.
so some people at the special city council meeting last night not thrilled with one councilor's comments regarding the sale of foie gras. Why councilors say the issue could come back despite failing out of committee yesterday.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
As athletes head to Italy, skater Madison Chalk and Evan Bates are celebrating more than 15 years of just skating together. Matt Renew has more on how their partnership turned marriage has propelled them to the top of the figure skating world.
On the ice dance partners Madison Chalk and Evan Bates have a personal bond that goes beyond the rink.
We have experienced so much of life together, working together, spending really all of our time together, and going through these incredible experiences that skating has brought us.
The two have skated together for more than 15 years, but just after the 2022 Olympics in Beijing,
just done with the Beijing Olympics, so it was a big milestone. We were doing this tour with Stars on Ice where we were going across the country.
Bates, who's used to the pressure of being an elite figure skating athlete, had to steady his nerves.
I knew the answer. I thought I knew what the answer was going to be, but still nonetheless, very sweaty palms.
For a surprise proposal on a beach in Thailand to his ice dance partner.
Shaky voice, very nervous, even though it was just the two of us.
Now, this couple has a connection beyond what most athletes share.
We just feel like our bond is really strong, started as friends, became something more.
Working together on music selections.
We do the listening together. We really, like I said, put our brains together and come up with something that works for both of us and highlights our strengths and our passions for skating.
with Madison designing their costumes, even for their competitors.
She's designed costumes for herself, for me, and actually for some of the competitors in our discipline as well. So she's really a highly sought after designer.
It's a partnership that works. They're the #1 ranked ice dancers and Olympic champions.
All right, everybody.
And we're at the center of attention for a surprise.
2 special people here with us in the museum today.
At the U.S. Olympic Paralympic Museum in Colorado Springs.
Not expect
No,
that.
we did not expect that.
Where they were honored with a signing celebration, putting their names permanently on museum panels reserved for U.S. athletes who have won gold at the Olympics.
Truly an honor to get the full service experience and be able to sign something that's going to live in the museum. It's really an honor. We walk in here and we feel the history.
Now in Milan, Italy, they're competing with a bond that's improved their skating.
Absolutely. I think our relationship has only fueled our skating passion even more. We're so dedicated to each other and to our craft that everything just aligns when we put our brains together.
As they work together for gold.
We definitely want to shoot for the gold medal in the individual event as well. We feel like that's something that has been at the top of our goal list for a long, long time.
This time as husband and wife.
Now as husband and wife, it feels like stronger than ever.
New this morning, a first look at the jerseys for Portland's WNBA team.
The Portland Fire unveiled their debut season uniforms in just the last 15 minutes. The WNBA Nike Heroine Edition is a white base uniform with fire on the jersey, signifying the city's passion for the team. The WNBA Nike Explorer Edition is a red base jersey celebrating the Fire's legacy in Portland. The Fire's upcoming season starts at home May 9th against the Chicago Sky. In total, the Fire will play 44 regular season games, half of which will be at the Moda Center. Do you think the jerseys are Fire, guys?
China?
Matthew.
You know I had to.
I think all 3 of us, including our producers, kind of had the same reaction. It's kind of
I mean,
boring,
underwhelming?
honestly. Yeah, underwhelming.
There's nothing wrong with plain. Those are plain.
I like
Those are very
classic.
plain.
Yeah, I
Those
am
are
kind
very
of a
plain.
classic, but you know, whatever.
To each their own.
That's right.
We need to focus on the game.
That's
not
right.
the
That's right.
Let's just get some
Yes.
wins.
If we bring home the trophy, who cares
Yeah,
what
what
the
they-
jersey looks like, right?
Exactly.
Is that what the Chiefs said this year?
Oh,
We did
wow.
well.
Because you didn't do either.
We didn't play football this season.
Their trophy cabinet's
I'm
already
not
full.
sure we're going to play football next season. We'll see. Talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL. All right. These are current temps. Still keeping you updated on the coldness back across the east. Now, there is some warming. It's warming from the south. It's starting to warm up along the Rockies. Denver's at 40. These are current temperatures. So, again, it's 11, 18 on the East Coast. Still only 19 in New York. New Orleans now in the mid-40s. Dallas is above freezing. Chicago is still 7. So especially in this area down through Iowa and down to the Ohio Valley and up into New England, really chilly temperatures, and many spots will not get above freezing again today. So the thaw, not there yet. All right. Right in here, this group of clouds is what I'm looking at for tonight. We had scattered showers, less than a tenth of an inch of rain last night. We'll have scattered showers during the day today. But overnight tonight, could be a decent shot of rain coming in. Maybe well over a quarter, 3/4 of an inch of rain potentially in Portland. And potentially, if it holds together, we could have 6 inches of snow at the base of Meadows and Timberline overnight tonight as well. Now, here's the day today. 9 o'clock this morning, it's actually been pretty quiet, so this is fairly accurate. You've got rain starting to gather at the coast, and then late morning into the noon hour, that pushes through. So, and then there's more shower activity. So this is a day at any given point, there will be some scattered showers around. Now, here is the more steady rain that will be coming in overnight tonight, and then that breaks back into scattered showers during the day tomorrow, and we still have some rain in the forecast on Friday. Today, not much. You know, this shows Portland maybe 6/100 of an inch of rain moving forward through 6 p.m. And then we get the rain coming in overnight tonight. We tack some scattered showers on tomorrow. We tack some scattered showers on especially Friday afternoon. And the totals could approach a half of an inch between Portland and Salem and go up to an inch or so along the coast. So again, none of these systems are strong, but at least we're getting some measurable precip. Oh, the temperature covered up the sun so fast. The sun was right there, rising. 47, Chehalem Tasting Room out in Sherwood. No sun here. That's just cloudy skies over the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club in Loa. 39 is the temperature. Portland is at 39. It was 10 days in a row, ending yesterday morning, that that we've had freezing temperatures. This morning we've stayed above. So again, we're 39 in Portland. The 7-day shows 44 tonight, 54 tomorrow as the warm-up continues. Again, scattered showers in the forecast through Friday. Saturday still looks fantastic. 59 degrees, partly sunny sky. That will feel like a spring preview. Here's Chris.
You might play 36 that day, Rod.
Yeah, there you go.
Is there enough daylight? All right, let's get you out the door. There's I-5 through North Portland. Slow and steady says it. Earlier trouble on the Banfield. Looks like that was a quick clearing. Fender bender. It's just west of 82nd Avenue. That said, the drive is pretty thick coming through the Gateway District, so plan a few extra minutes there. Right now, the drive in from Troutdale is averaging about 30 minutes. And the trip in from Wilsonville is also a bit slow now. From the Boone Bridge north to the Markham Bridge, that's taking about 35 minutes. Let's take you a little farther south. We're also a little thick, actually, just getting into Wilsonville, and maybe the rain has something to do with that. I mean, after all, guys, a little out of practice on the rain front. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. As folks across the U.S. try to recover from the weekend's winter weather, some local Red Cross volunteers are stepping in to help. We have details on that, plus how people here in the Northwest can support those impacted when Sunrise streaming live at 8 continues.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW+. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Volunteers from the Red Cross Cascades region have been deployed to help people who were impacted by the weekend's extreme winter weather. The Red Cross is providing shelter to more than 4,000 people across the country. The storm also canceled hundreds of blood drives in affected areas. If you want to help out, the Red Cross says you can make an appointment to donate blood at redcrossblood.org. And with much of the U.S. still reeling from the winter weather over the weekend, they could be hit with more severe weather.
Yeah, models are predicting a bomb cyclone off the East Coast this weekend. Reed Binion has more.
I tried to pick one up, put them on the ice. It would just break and keep falling in.
Tragedy in Texas. 3 brothers ages 6, 8, and 9 dead after falling through the ice on a private pond north of Dallas. Dozens of storm and cold-related deaths have been reported across several states. Meanwhile, the frigid blast continues to wreak havoc on the roads, many still slick with ice. Air travel also impacted, with flight cancellations rising sharply Tuesday. Travel disruptions also extended to the waterways. In New York City, ferry service was suspended due to ice conditions, a disruption likely to last several days. Electrical outages also lingering. According to tracking website poweroutage.us, more than 500,000 electric customers were still in the dark as of Tuesday afternoon. Amid the fallout, there were also many brave rescues, including one in the Washington, D.C. area.
How are we going to get them out?
Where crews saved a young boy from a storm drain.
We looked at trying to physically remove the grate. That was also frozen solid. When the kid came out of the hole, he was smiling and laughing.
It's a great feeling for everyone.
The Arctic blast will likely be followed by even more severe weather, with forecasters predicting what they call a bomb cyclone off the East Coast this weekend. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
In your top stories this morning, the National Transportation Safety Board is sharing some of its investigative findings nearly 1 year after a deadly mid-air collision between an American Airlines regional jet and a military helicopter. The NTSB board chair says the crash should never have happened. The board shared never-before-seen animation depicting the mid-air collision from the point of view of the helicopter pilots. This image from investigators shows where the Black Hawk made contact with the American Airlines jet. Another image shows the chopper after the crash.
Examination of the recovered wreckage indicated that the helicopter's main rotor contacted the underside of the airplane's left wing, resulting in the outboard section of the wing separating in flight.
According to the NTSB, the route at the time of the collision allowed the Black Hawk to fly as close as 75 feet below planes descending to land. Within weeks, the Trump administration announced changes to helicopter routes around Washington. The NTSB's final report is expected in the next few weeks. Families of passengers are suing over the crash.
When you mess with one nurse, you mess with all of us.
Hundreds of people packed the grounds near Portland's VA hospital honoring Alex Preddy. While demonstrators say his death hits home for healthcare workers. And Portland City Council has to decide what to do with more than $20 million in unspent housing funds. What the community wants versus what Mayor Wilson is proposing next at 8:30.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news, live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Herchik. The man accused of shooting two Portland police officers made his first appearance in court yesterday. Eric Elkers was arrested Monday after a week-long search. As soon as Elkers entered the courtroom, he began talking over the judge and attorneys while refusing to identify himself. Eventually, the judge delayed Elkers' hearing for another week. Elkers is still in custody and has been charged with attempted murder and assault. It's over to Rod for a look at the weather.
Well, scattered showers out there overnight. Still some shower activity this morning, and you see the rain is being picked up by radar offshore as well. So it all means that at any given point today, there will be some scattered showers coming through, just typical stuff. It's only been an inch of snow so far up at Timberline. You can see the lift chairs are going as they get ready for another day of action up there. 28 is the temperature currently. Vancouver, the Springs at the waterfront, you can see the cloud cover, but good visibility. Showers again scattered throughout the day. 39 currently, 46 at noon. We'll get up to about 50 for a high. Some steady rain overnight tonight. Back to scattered showers Thursday and again on Friday.
Good morning. Yale University is helping ease the financial burden for students. Starting next year, the school is expanding its financial aid program and offering free tuition for undergraduates who come from families with an annual income under $200,000. It will cover all expenses for families that make less than $100,000. Officials say with these changes, nearly half of all American households with kids under 17 years old could qualify for its total financial aid package, but you have to get accepted first.
Wow.
That's
there's
the challenge.
that.
Yeah, just a
There's
little
only
bit.
4 seats at
Yeah.
the table.
But that covers a lot of middle-class America, right?
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of middle-class America.
That's a good chunk of change you're going to be covering. Absolutely.
Laudable effort there. Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's looks like she's going to be going to WSU Vancouver next fall. So
that was never something.
If we could have a program that would cover weathermen's expenses, that would be incredibly great.
Well, you're doing the room and board. We get it. Okay, that's cool.
Here's a look at our Doppler radar this morning. We have showers offshore. We have scattered showers inland. Right now, it's pretty quiet up and down I-5. And I think Chris is not going to say I'm wrong when I say the weather hasn't been overly impactful this morning. The roadways are wet, yes, but nothing stormy. It's just kind of typical scattered showers coming through. Good visibility everywhere. There are the clouds over our state capitol this morning. And here's a view from downtown Portland. A little sun cracking through in that one spot and kissing off the Willamette waters this morning. Temperatures 39, chilly, yes. Well above freezing, yes. And the frosty mornings are over, at least for the remainder of this week. We'll be 46 at noon. Scattered shower threat continues throughout the day. We'll get up to about 50, winds southeast 5 to 15. We've been watching some potential freezing rain, icing in the gorge, but those temperatures should be warming up in the coming hours, seeing that threat go away. We've got a dry day, partly sunny out east, and mainly dry and overcast in central Oregon today. This shows Bend at 46 degrees, and here is the 7-day forecast. We get up to about 50. Steady push of rain or mainly steady overnight tonight, but it's back to scattered showers tomorrow. Dry early Friday, then another push of some showers. Saturday still looks great, all dry 59. Showers on Sunday, and then we go dry for a handful of days again. Monday, Tuesday, potentially Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Here's Chris.
After all those dry days, do we remember how to drive in the rain? It's light rain for now. We're just dipping our toes in it. All right, the I-205 drive, that's a little slow right now between Gladstone and Westland. There it is on that southbound commute, about 25 miles an hour or so to get you over the Abernathy Bridge, and that's one of our normal pinch points for this hour of a Wednesday morning drive. Over on the west side, there's the inbound Sunset, a little slow climbing the hill near Sylvan, 217, both directions, running a little thick near Hall Boulevard. Your drive time coming in from Hillsborough has actually dropped to 24 minutes at last check. Meanwhile, the trip out of Wilsonville has expanded in not a good way, right? 35 minutes now gets you in from Wilsonville Road. So that's our biggest slow spot right now. China?
Thank you, Chris. Later this morning, the Portland City Council will decide what to do with more than $20 million.
The money was discovered in late November in unspent housing funds. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz has those details.
Well, many people want this funding to be used to respond to homelessness across the Portland area. Back in December, a group of people stood outside City Hall calling on city leaders to invest this money in a long-term plan to boost affordable housing and rental assistance. We spoke to some of those protesters at the time. Here's what one of them said.
We believe in making a region where everyone, no matter your income, has access to a safe and stable home.
Meanwhile, Portland Mayor Keith Wilson has thoughts on this too. In a letter to the city council, Wilson asks his colleagues to not rush landlord subsidies, adding direct landlord subsidies have not historically worked here in Portland. Wilson instead is urging the council to ensure this money is spent in a fiscally responsible way, though some city council members like Candace Avalos have argued that it's time for a change to the response in homelessness here in Portland. Avalos says things like housing vouchers and rental assistance are imperative to keep people in homes and off the streets. So we're leading up to what will be an interesting meeting that could possibly get contentious here at City Hall later this morning. In downtown Portland, Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
An update, a proposal to ban foie gras from being served at restaurants in Portland failed to advance out of committee, but it may come back. So foie gras is made from the enlarged liver of a duck or goose and can involve force-feeding animals. Under the proposal, if a restaurant were caught selling foie gras after a warning, it would be fined up to $5,000. Yesterday, council heard testimony from animal rights groups and restaurant owners before giving their takes on the issue. But one opinion from Councilor Olivia Clark didn't go over so well with the crowd.
As a woman, this is very akin to the abortion debate. I'm very pro-choice, and if you don't, okay, I'll take back my comments about comportment. If you don't believe in something, then don't force me. Don't force my behavior. Truly.
If we can't solve the big picture problems because the institutions and the political base is not there to end factory farming writ large, doesn't mean we can't make a difference in some part of it.
Councilor Mitch Green, who introduced the proposal, says he now plans to use a method that bypasses committee to try and get it voted on by the full council.
Now to developments in the second deadly shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents. A report from Customs and Border Protection to Congress shows 2 federal agents fired shots during the encounter with Alex Preddy.
It also says that officers tried to take Preddy into custody and he resisted. According to CBP, during the struggle, a Border Patrol agent yelled, quote, "He's got a gun," multiple times. Homeland Security says Preddy was armed with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, though videos do not show him holding the firearm, and it appears that he was shot after an agent disarmed him. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump promising that there will be honest investigation. Here's what the president said about the shooting.
A very, very unfortunate incident. I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff.
Also in Minneapolis, Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was sprayed with some sort of liquid during a town hall last night. A man approached the stage and sprayed Omar with an unknown substance shortly after she called for Secretary Kristi Noem to resign. He was charged with assault. The Congresswoman was screened by a medical team and said that she was okay.
Meanwhile, multiple people were detained by federal officers in Eugene during an anti-ICE protest on Tuesday. This was the chaotic scene as federal officers and protesters clashed during a series of confrontations that started around 1 p.m. You can see one person pinned on the streets as protesters gather around. Eyewitnesses saying at one point the officers deployed chemical irritants and pepper balls. One protester who was detained described what happened after she was released.
Grabbed me, put me in handcuffs, and then they dragged me into the building with probably 4 of them, carrying me from different limbs. And then once I was inside the building, they put me on the ground and they were sitting on my legs and kind of hyperextending my ankles. And they really scuffed and bruised up my body.
It's unclear exactly how many protesters were detained.
A fight appears to be brewing over what the nurses union is saying about ICE agents inside local hospitals. The Oregon Nurses Association says ICE agents are entering Legacy Emmanuel Medical Center in North Portland and bringing in detainees that have been injured. Here's how one union spokesperson described the situation.
Not being properly identified, wearing plain clothes, being in areas that they're not supposed to be where they could potentially see protected patient health information, and perhaps most alarmingly, that ICE agents have been hurrying care, at sometimes disregarding the advice of providers.
Now, Legacy Health, however, says statements like that are not true. The hospital issued a cease and desist letter to the union writing, quote, ONA must cease and desist from making any false or misleading statements regarding LEMC's policies. We see it as irresponsible for ONA to fuel such allegations without working through them constructively as partners at Legacy. Legacy now says it plans to meet with the union, which is asking for rules when it comes to ICE bringing detainees into the hospital. All right, check this out. Rehab bald eagle back in the wild. The Bird Alliance of Oregon hosted the release at North Portland's Pier Park. In November, the eagle was found grounded at that same park with wounds to her face, eye, and wing. Experts believe that she got into a fight with another eagle, but after more than 2 months of care, she has successfully recovered. She's back in the wild.
She said, you should see what the other eagle looks like.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's toss it over to Chris now for a look at the traffic. Still keeping your eye on a couple issues?
I believe we're actually, coming up on Bald Eagle Days, by the way, out at the Dalles Dam. If you go out to the Dalles Dam or out into the Dalles, you can. There's a dedicated couple of weeks of watching where you can watch them as they work their way down the Columbia. You'll see dozens, hundreds of them, in fact, in some cases. That's pretty cool. All right, back to the drive. Yeah, there's a couple slow spots out there. Nothing major that pops off as oh my goodness, this is out of the ordinary. But we've got the slow spots here. This is I-205 and I-5 northbound traffic through Tualatin, running a little thick, and thick again from Capitol Highway up through the Twilliger Curve. So we put that together, and that's one of our slower commutes right now, about 33 minutes getting in from Wilsonville Road to downtown. Also, still running a little thick through North Portland. This is I-5 up near Rosa Parks. That southbound commute, again, slow and steady coming in from Kenton. Right now, that's a 22-minute ride from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge.
Thank you, Chris. We now know who the Ducks will play in 2026. We'll take a look at their full schedule when we come back.
Hey, our team tests a ton of products. We only bring you the best, and I love these. These are the Staff Colorful Home Essentials. You see why it's colorful. And they really are essential. From the kitchen to the bathroom to the dining room, a whole host of products we're gonna show you. These are the tongs. They're really substantial. They're non-stick. They're great for non-stick pans. They don't make a mess. They don't scratch the pan. And by the way, we love color in my house. This is literally my cupboard. Look at that. Look at all that color up there too. So I'm obsessed with these, but hold on, come to the bathroom with me. No one likes to see the plunger in the bathroom. We hide it behind the toilet. Not with these, and by the way, that's their little logo. They have a little smiley face on the top. These are really nice. Again, staying with the color theme, really, really cool. But there's something else I love too. They make a lint roller, and look how cool that is with the purple handle and the pink. This is mine. This is actually my lint roller. This is a joke. This is cool. All you have to do is run this underwater, and it's ready to go again. How cool is that? Hold on, one more thing I wanna show you. In my dining room now, how cool are these matches, again, with the little smiley face on them, can you see? This is awesome because they looks like a little bouquet of flowers, doesn't it? And on the bottom is where you can actually strike the match. We light a lot of candles around here, so this is actually perfect for us. We have an amazing deal for all these products for you today. 25% off no matter what you choose, starting at just 15 bucks. Scan the QR code on your screen or go to shoptvdeals.com.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
We got a chance to hear from former Trailblazers Chris Dudley after he announced his run for Oregon governor. Dudley told us he wants to address the economy, education, and livability. He last ran in 2010 also as a Republican, losing to John Kitzhaber by a slim margin.
Lived in Portland, played for the Portland Trailblazers, been active in nonprofits across. I have goodwill here, and I come from a family that's politically diverse. I have friends that are politically diverse, and I know I have the ability to able to communicate no matter which side of the aisle you're on.
Dudley is joining a crowded Republican primary field with some 14 candidates. You can watch more of that conversation right now on KGW.com. Meanwhile, it was another tough loss on the road last night for the Blazers. They fell to the Washington Wizards 115-111. It was the Wizards' first home victory over Portland since 2017. Next up for the Blazers, a trip to New York to take on the Knicks on Friday. And we are less than a month out from the start of the Timbers season, and the team announced their theme night schedule. There will be 5 cultural celebration nights throughout the season. There will also be a World Cup send-off match in May, a rivalry match against Seattle in August, and a 100 Years of Providence Park celebration match in October. But before all of that, the Timbers will open their season on February 21st at Providence Park against my Columbus Crew.
Okay. The Big Ten has released its schedule for the 2026 football season, and you hush. Here are the key dates for the Ducks. Hush.
Gotta get it in while I can.
They open this season on September 5th at home against Boise State. Their first big game is their first big away game is on September 26th against USC. But then the season gets a little tough. They're playing back-to-back weeks in November 1st at Ohio State. Okay, I knew that was coming. And on the 7th, hosting Michigan on the 14th. The Ducks then close out the regular season at home against Washington on November 28th. That's the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay, like I said, we'll all get along here in Oregon there on November 14th.
This guy.
Nobody likes that team up north, as we call
This
them.
guy.
Oh, look,
That guy.
Rod's up north. He's up on the roof. Rod on the roof. How are we doing up there? Is it a little windy?
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Just taking it all in, right?
You know what? It is noticeably not cold this morning. I've been up here, most mornings it's been freezing, 10 mornings in a row. You can tell we are out of that cold air. The cloudiness is pretty much solid across the city. Currently dry here in downtown, but everything's wet from the scattered showers. Up here on the weather deck, as mentioned, brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. The satellite and the radar does show that we have more rain coming at us. You can see the green, the radar picking that up now along the coast, starting to increase again and offshore. And then that kind of big clump of clouds coming up from the southwest. That could be 4, 5, 6 hours of fairly steady rainfall late this evening, meaning 10, 11 o'clock throughout much of the overnight. So that's kind of the lineup. I did just check again. Cascade passes are simply wet. Temperatures have been holding close to freezing, but mainly at like 34 degrees out there. So, and also we're looking at some icing in the Columbia River Gorge, but that threat seems to be getting over as well. So here's Futurecast. This is around noon today. Little surge of moisture coming in. Let's go ahead and play this through. And then there's some rain late this evening. Now go ahead and push it again, Brian Matthews, our director. This is the solid rain overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Let's continue to play the movie. Scattered showers then continue during the day tomorrow, but probably not a lot of rain. And if we push it another time, I think we'll get into the dry start Friday morning, and then rain that will be coming in Friday afternoon. Okay, how much rain are we talking about through all of this? Well, it was less than 1/10 of an inch of rain overnight tonight, last night, pardon me, and we're seeing less than 1/10 of an inch of rain during the day today. But if you look at the totals through Friday, we get up to maybe 1/2 of an inch of rain on average in Portland and over an inch of rain along the coast. So slowly but surely, things are gonna pick up in the rain department. Right now, downtown Portland, cloudy skies, 39, which to me seems warm. It's a big difference from being 28, 30, I can tell you that. 43 up in Kelso, still freezing out in the Dalles, but those temperatures are now starting to bump up. Hood River is currently reporting 32. Again, we were watching the threat out there of some light freezing rain, icing, but that threat is soon going to be ending. All right, low 50s today in the Mid-Valley. Salem showing 52, mostly cloudy. At any given point, there will be some scattered showers in the area. Wind southeast 5 to 15. Southwest Washington numbers are pretty similar. Battleground 48, Vancouver 50 degrees today. And our 7-day forecast. So a typical scattered shower day today. Really, outside of getting caught in a shower, not bad, 50 degrees. Steady push of rain mainly overnight tonight. Back to scattered showers and warmer tomorrow, 54. Friday's dry early, then showers into the afternoon. Saturday still all dry, 59 degrees. One low system on Sunday, and then we go dry for a handful of days again starting on Monday. All right, it is birthday time. All right, today's party starts with Hazel Grace. I love this, sitting there with all of the things that she loves. 15 today. Happy birthday. Obviously kind of a throwback photo there, very fun. Sean is 52. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day today on your birthday out there sliding on the ice. Meg, 62, nice and colorful there, love it. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a fun day. And we have Eric Patterson, our own camera Eric. He's not 26 today, hold on. I stand for truth and justice. Eric is not 26. But he does enjoy a cool one every now and then, and he is a Dodgers fan. I can verify that. All right, birthdays at kgw.com, and we will celebrate with you. Maybe that was a typo. Maybe Eric's 46.
Rod, I think what they maybe did is they've just flipped the numbers.
Maybe so, yeah, maybe so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But he doesn't look a day over 26, or at least doesn't act a day over 6. So there you go. All right, I-5 through North Portland, or south side of Portland, still running thick from Capitol Highway back through Tualatin. So that's one of our slow spots. Highway 35, by the way, up in the Parkdale area. This is one of the spots on the east slopes of the Cascades, still chilly and maybe reporting some freezing rain. And we bring that up, of course, because the Hood River County school districts, or Hood River County schools, I should say, are still running on a 1-hour delay because of that ice potential. All right, freeway drive elsewhere. About what you would expect for this hour of a Wednesday morning commute. Still pretty busy through Tualatin. It's about a 30-minute ride now to get you in from Wilsonville. We'll be right back.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
In a wrap of our top stories this morning, Gresham police are asking for your help finding this missing 12-year-old. Police say Caleb Harris left his home on Northeast Hogan Drive around 6 o'clock last night. He's 5'10", 240 pounds with curly brown hair, and he was last seen wearing black over-the-ear headphones. His family says they're concerned about Caleb's well-being because he had indicated he may harm himself. If you have any information on his whereabouts, call 911. And remember, if you or someone you know is struggling, help is always available. Just call 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. A proposal to ban a foie gras is being served at restaurants in Portland failed to advance out of committee, but it may come back. Under the proposal, if a restaurant was caught selling foie gras after a warning, it would be fined up to $5,000. Councilor Mitch Green, who introduced the proposal, says he now plans to use a method that bypasses committees to try and get it voted on by the full council. And today, Portland's WNBA team is expected to unveil, or they did unveil, their new uniforms. We saw those earlier. In a teaser on social media, the Fire gave fans a sneak peek of the look and then again released them just a little bit ago. The Fire announced Chime as their official banking and credit partner, and the Fire's upcoming season starts at home on May 9th against the Chicago Sky. So, big opener. Get Angel Reese coming to town.
Oh, yeah.
So,
all right.
There you go.
Let's go Fire.
Yeah.
50 out there this afternoon. Just a typical scattered shower day. We get a steadier push of rain overnight tonight. You jump to Saturday, it's all dry, and then you jump to Monday, and we have a stretch of dry weather beginning.
Again?
Again.
Again?
Yeah.
All right, we just got used to the rain this morning again. I-5 through Tualatin still running a little thick, but not bad. We've got that drive time shaved down to just under 30 minutes to get you in from Wilsonville. 25 minutes to get you in from Troutdale. I don't have any major unexpected delays at this point.
Good news.
Yeah.
Well, what was today? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Halfway there.
Halfway through the week.
Halfway through the week. A reminder that you can watch Sunrise every day live exclusively here on KGW Plus starting at 7 o'clock. We also have added another half hour of news at 12:30 and 5:30 right here on Plus. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.